Hi everyone, my name is Ananya Sharma and I'm the video production specialist at Board Infinity. Today we are with Vinay, who was one of our learners, and we are very excited to learn his journey, his story, and his experience at Board Infinity. So, Vinay, the very first question that I have for you is the question that I ask every learner. What prompted you to get into the field of data science? Like, what was your motivation behind joining this field?
Yeah, so as everybody gets graduated, so after that very few gets placed in nowadays in engineering market and all, just because there are less jobs present in the market these days, for the electrical, mechanical, and civil especially, and for the technical part computer science and data science and all. So there are very pretty much good jobs, and high paying jobs are also there. So I'm being an electrical engineer, so actually I was not getting much good pay scale or better opportunities into the field, into my field. So that's what motivated me to get into the field of data science, because of this is the what we call as highest paying job in
Right,
2021, and
right.
it is also one of the most trending career of this era. So yeah, so that's what motivated me to get into this field.
Right, and you just told us that you made a career transition, right? You were from an electrical engineering background. So
Yeah.
that must have been difficult, and you must have done a thorough research as well, right? So, what was that research? And I'm pretty sure you just said that data science is one of the highest paying jobs of 2021, and now as we step into 2022, definitely it inculcates that year as well. But you might have done quite a lot of research before making a transition. So how difficult was that research period, and do you think that this transition is definitely worth it?
Yeah, so as I said, after my graduation, I I thought of doing my career in a software and IT department and all. So first of all, I thought I would be more preferable. I would be more good at web development and all. So I started searching for web development and all classes, but like one of my friend told me that web development is nice, but this data science field is also getting like a very much trend these days. So then I searched for that on Google and all. Then there I got to know about these your Board Infinity and all classes. And then I visited that page, and Board Infinity team is like a kind of very active. So on the very next day they called me, and they told me the advantages and opportunities which are present in the today's market, and uh, how this field is, and you don't need to be very good at coding and all. So yeah, so that's what I did.
Right. So, since you just told us that during your research you came across Board Infinity, naturally, my next question to you is, what was your learning experience at Board Infinity like?
Yeah, so telling about the experience, so experience was amazing, because in Board Infinity, the coaches are there who has experience of 5 to 10 years. They are that much experience, and they are industry professionals. So learning from them, I mean it is like a really good thing for a fresher to get start his career with such kind of coaches and all, because they has so much of experience, so much years of experience. So definitely their experience will help you in in going to your path and all. So yeah, definitely it was a very great experience, and also quizzes and exams provided by Board Infinity, that was also very much helpful in learning the concepts of data science and all.
Right, and you just told us that the experience with the coaches was great, and I just want to pinpoint here that we take pride in the fact that our coaches are actually industry experts, so they have the knowledge of the field that you want to get into. And as somebody who's new to this field, this is definitely a plus point, as you just told us, because
Yeah.
the person who's teaching you, they're actually from that field. They know what all is happening, and they can give you the little details of what other people might miss. So you must have also sat for one-on-one mentoring sessions, right? So do you think that also was helpful during your learning journey?
Yeah, I think that is the most unique part of the board infinity, because one-on-one mentoring these days are not so common, because on one-on-one mentoring, so many doubts of your get cleared into those sessions, which you can't ask in a class of 30 or 40 people, because
Right.
some guys are introverts and all, so they can't put their questions in 30 or 40 people streaming. So I think that is the most important thing which board infinity has done in solving the doubts of their students.
Right, right. So that's really nice to know. So the next question that I have for you, it is in regards to the course that you did. So you must have done certain projects and hackathons and all that as well during the course. So do you think those were helpful, and do they help you in your current professional life as well, the knowledge of those projects?
Yeah, sure. So, the projects which we did in the board Infinity, like machine learning projects and Python projects and Tableau projects, those projects are kind of related to the industry only. So if you go through them, so you will get a basic idea to how to work on the projects, because in the industry you need to work on the projects only, because there not be much theoretical part and all, because practical skills will be more important over there. So I think working on projects is the most important part in any field, not just in the data science, in any field. Working on the projects and making projects, that is the most important part which anyone can do. And I think board infinity has provided such real world projects to us, so that one can get easily get into this field with their projects and all.
Right. So, especially when you're a fresher and you don't have an experience to show, these projects can be really helpful because they give you the practical experience which uh, you might not have had before. So, that could definitely be a plus point. So, Vinay, the next question that I have for you is about the placement cell of Code Infinity. So, could you tell us a bit about your experience with the placement cell and the process of you turning from a learner to a working professional at the math company?
Talking about the placement cell, so whatever I said till now, I think from all those things, placement cell is the best thing about the board infinity, because when you join a course, so there are so many classes who provide the placement opportunities after completing that course. But what I thought is different from those is, in board infinity they start providing you the placement opportunities just after completing the course of 3 months or 3.5 months. Actually, I got placed after the 4 months of course only.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, because when I completed 2.5 or three months of course, they started sending me the opportunities of various companies. So yeah, so I used to fill them, and yeah, so I think placement concern, board infinity, I think one of the best in the market.
It's really nice to know. And
Mm.
given that we know right now that you are working at the math company, my next
Yeah.
question to you is, what was the interview process at the math company like? What kind of questions were you asked, and how many interview rounds did you have to clear?
Okay, so talking about math company, I had 4 rounds. First one was the test kind of round. So in that, we had some coding questions and all related to the SQL and Python plus statistics. So that was the first round. Then second round was the technical round. Third round was the fitment round. That is also kind of a technical round too. And a final round was HR round. So we had four rounds in total at math company. And talking about the questions, so in the first round, you need to solve some basic codes of Python and SQL in that test. So if you clear that, then you will be forwarded to the second round. So in that second round, they will ask you some of the basic theoretical questions related to the SQL and Python and all. And also practical skills, as I said, is the most important skills which industry professionals want from you. So definitely they will ask you to share your screen and write the code in a provided id and all. So definitely you need to show your skills to them on that. And in the third technical round, that was not much. In the third technical round, that was just kind of a simple basic chit chat and all, because uh, that professional was kind of a bit experienced. So he knows, if you can clear those two rounds, so definitely this third round is just not a kind of mandatory and all. So yeah. And in the final HR round, you can basic chit chat, it is also your introduction and all, and salary discussion and all it is.
Right. So the one question that we are asked quite a lot of times, especially when we take up the interview process question, is that what was the difficulty level of the questions that was asked? And since you are new to this field too, and now you are a working professional in the field of data science, so what would you tell the people who are planning to sit for the interview how difficult the questions are, and what are the things that they should definitely know before actually sitting for the interview?
I think before sitting for a data science interview, one should actually go through the thorough or basic concepts of SQL and Python, because those are the basic or building blocks of the data science and all. Because if you can't answer some simple SQL questions and all, difference between where clause and having clause, like or something there are so many keywords and all in the SQL, and some basics related to the Python, that is such as the what are the data types present in the Python, and what are the loops and yeah. So some of the basic questions related to the programming languages. So these questions are must for you, and more if you add from your side, that will be a cherry on the top. So definitely getting knowledge of basic SQL and Python and also Excel. I think these three will definitely help you in cracking any data science interview.
Right. So you just said that the basics of some programming languages are a must. So in that, I want to personally ask you, what is the one programming language that every fresher should definitely know?
Yeah, so these days Python is trending very much into the market. So definitely I will say that Python is the most demanding language in 2021, 22, and for so many years, like 4 years, it is not gonna outdated. So definitely, if you want to get into the data science, or either you want to get into the web development and all, Python language is must, because it is its coding and its scripting is quite simple as compared to the C and C++ and all. And it also has required libraries such as pandas, numpy, which are really helpful in getting the desired output into the field of data science. So definitely I will say Python is the most important programming language in 2022.
Right. So Python is easier to learn, and given that it is the most in demand and it is not going anywhere for the next few years at least,
Yes,
this is a
sure.
language that everybody should know, as you
Yeah.
just said. Great.
Yeah.
So you just told us about the interview process at the math company, which brings me to my next question, which is, since you are currently working at the math company, you cleared the interview.
Yeah.
What is your current job role, and what all work do you do on a daily basis?
Okay, so my current job role is I'm working at math company as a data analyst, and my day to day works around the data only, as like I'm a data analyst. So in that, I need to run some few SQL queries and all, and I need to extract some particular data insights from a database, and then I perform uh, then I perform some analysis on that in Excel and all. So yeah, so these are and right, currently I can't disclose more things, but currently I'm working on a car company project. So yeah, in that when you get some kind of offers and all from different car companies and all. So yeah, basically our task is to extract the desired data from that database, and perform some sort of analysis on it, and sending some personalized offers to those customers who are really interested in buying our cars and all.
Right. Okay. So, the one question that came into my mind and can come to the mind of others as well is, what is the basic difference between a data analyst and a data scientist? Because, as the term says analyst, I'm sure that there is a lot of analysis involved. So, is that the key difference between the two?
I think data analyst is an entry level job. I think there is not much difference between the data analyst and data scientist. It is just like a data scientist is kind of a experienced professional who was a data analyst at some point, but now he has gained some experience and some extra expertise as compared to the data analyst. He has become a data scientist. So I think as per learning skills, I don't see any difference, but I think based on the experience, these two profiles get differentiated, I guess.
All right. Okay. So, during the session, we talked about your experience with hands-on projects, and now with that, I want to come to the next thing, which is hackathon. So, you just said that you also participated in hackathons during your learning journey with Board Infinity, and it must have been your first hackathon, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah,
Right.
it
So,
is.
what was your experience at the first hackathon like? And were you satisfied with how you performed? And was that a new experience altogether?
Okay, so talking about hackathon, so hackathon is it is kind of a very good practice one should do, because just learning skills and just watching videos is not enough for anyone to learn any skills and all, because practice and real world hands-on experience and all, that is another important thing which one should have. So definitely hackathons has helped me in learning data science in more depth, and clearing my concepts in a very concise and simple manner.
All right. Okay. And at this point, I just want to remind everybody who's watching this live right now, if you have any questions that comes to your mind, which you want to ask about data science or about our data science course, feel free to drop those questions right now so that we can, pick them up before we conclude this session. And with that, the next question that I have for you, Vinay, is regarding math, which just came to my mind because you're working at the math company. So, do you think being really good at maths is something which a data scientist should definitely be? Like great at maths and stats.
Yeah, definitely. You need to be very good at stats and some concepts of algebra, linear algebra, and all to become a great data scientist. Because data, when you talk about data, it will not be always a categorical data. It will also consist of numerical data and all. Because anything you work on, then you will get a column of a price and all, because if you work at a sales store, or if you work anywhere, so definitely you will get numericals values and all. So if you are good at statistics, and also you will be able to learn more about that data, and you will be able to take out more meaningful insights from that. So definitely learning statistics and all is a must if you want to become a data scientist.
All right, okay. I think that is definitely going to be helpful for those who are planning to become a data scientist. That
Yeah.
the basics of maths and stats are definitely a must. And
Yeah.
given that we didn't get any questions, which is really great because I think your answers were to the point. I want to
Okay.
ask, I want to ask the last question that I had for you. It is that given that you have made a transition and you are now even working as a data analyst, what advice would you like to give to people who are trying to make a career transition but are currently in a very confused state of mind whether they should go for it or not? What advice would you like to give to those prospective students of data science?
Okay, so I would like to tell them one thing, that if you are really interested making your career into the field of data science, then you should definitely join Board Infinity, because Board Infinity, or if you really want to make if you really want to kickstart your career, then definitely you will need help of any kind of platform like that. Because in today's market, if you go for a data science job, then definitely they will require the market will require more skills and all, and definitely they will ask you for some kind of experience and all. So I think searching just randomly your jobs on LinkedIn is not the only thing you should do. I think joining Board Infinity and all these institutes will definitely help you in getting into the field of data science, because they have dedicated placement cell, they have experienced teachers who will definitely provide you the to the point knowledge, which in interview the interviewer will ask, that kind of knowledge they will give you. And definitely it will be easy. I won't say that you really need to do this thing only, but if you do it in this way, then it would be definitely easy for you to get into this field.
Right, I guess that was a great advice. um, and we didn't get any questions. We got comments saying that all the best. The comment says all the best to Vinay for his future, and I think I also want to say all the best to you for your future, because I am coming to the end of this session, and I want to conclude with a thanks. So thank you, Vinay, for joining us on the 31st of December, the last day
Oh,
of the year, and
yeah.
taking out the time to share your journey and your story with us. And before we end this session, I want to wish you and everybody who's watching right now a very happy new year in advance. And once again, Vinay, thank you so much for being here with us and sharing your journey.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Ananya, for giving your time also, and thanks to Board Infinity who has helped me getting into this field. And Happy New Year, guys.
Thank you so much.
Okay, sure.